Hello, my name's Registus and this is Stardew Valley, day 4 of 4. Day 4 of 4, it should be Elliot's birthday, I think, but we have acquired a calendar so we can check that directly without having to go to the store or anything. So I did just want to show you, we've been leveling up the skills. Fishing's our highest skill level. The jump from 9 to 10 from memory is quite high, so you have to do a lot of these activities to get up to that final level. But that's pleasing that we're nearly at level 10 with fishing. Foraging's a bit low, and combat obviously is just a reflection of time spent in the mine, so hopefully we should get all of these, if not at level 10, then getting close to it by the end of the year. So yeah, so we got this. We also got this world map. So what I want to do, well, I'll take a quick look, take a squiz at the things. Oh, sorry. So that was cloudy with gusts of winds throughout the day. So not actually going to rain or anything. Feel neutral, okay. Living off the land. Is this blackberry season? Here we go. Bushes across the countryside are overflowing with ripe fruit. Just go outside and see for yourself. So. Speaking of foraging, this is probably when we're going to level up. So what I want to do, whoops, if I just pop that in there, no, is move the things about a bit so we can pop this world map. So I want to pop that over there and pop the world map there and calendar there. So the calendar is literally a copy of the calendar, so no, it's Elliot's birthday tomorrow. Okay, so we'll do that pale ale for what's her name, Pam, tomorrow as well, and give Elliot, I've decided, well, we'll probably give him an amethyst or something, which is what we picked up yesterday, I think, or in the mines at some point. But what I want to do, okay, I can't interact with that then. I thought it might be another copy of this. Oh well. Oh, and I can pop my tea set or decorative bowl back. Oh, I thought it was going to trigger a cutscene then. It seemed to pause weirdly. So, the pale ale is definitely hops then, isn't it? Because we put hops into both of these. And we've now got pale ales. So what I should actually do is put another wheat in, and we'll do a price comparison between the two. Oh, I was wondering what the noise was then, but it's Rob, isn't it? Building us another. I left the gate open. We're going to have to remember to do that. Shoot. So this here, so you'll probably get a message about it actually. Okay, because it's really happy today. Okay. Gertie looks really happy today. So what you have to do, you have to close the gate, basically. Yeah. So it's an even day, so we'll get the mushrooms. I'm going to have to remember that. It's really quite important we do that, because what can happen, it's a bit of a random event, but if you leave them outside overnight, they can get eaten by wild animals, which is the only way I believe that your animals can die. How is that doing? See, this grows really quickly. Bok choy, was it? It's really, really quick growing. So, what are we going to actually do today? I couldn't see. Should I? I'm not sure about the old. Because we went mining yesterday. So, really, we should process some of that into bars. Or go mining again, really. I think I'll fish. But what I wanted to do was just check. I can actually do it quickly over here with the thing. Because the other thing we really need to do, we're going to need a lot of wood. No. It talking about blackberries, you see. I don't think the season actually starts until a bit later. Even though that message was all, oh, blackberries are here, I don't think they actually are until a couple of days later. I don't think blackberries, actually appear. Yeah. When they do, we will focus quite heavily on that. Hopefully. Yeah, you see, it's no blackberries. Because one of the things that all counts towards foraging, which is, as we noted, was a bit lower than the others, but also they'll replace our salmon berries, or I guess augment our salmon berries. So am I going for? Yeah, I'm going to fish. I'm going to fish today. Okay. I'm going to fish. So what I really want to process is gold and copper, I think. So we'll pop some gold in there, pop some copper in there. It should process really quickly now, copper. Yeah, because our mining level is leveled up. Pretty sure that impacts the speed of so we've only got 3 bits of trash now. Cool. So let us fish. It was a very unlucky day, wasn't it? Oh, I can't remember. I should perhaps explain a little bit more about the old aminals while we're fishing away. Basically, you pet them and that improves your relationship with the animals. As the relationship improves, or with a high relationship, they will actually grow up quicker. It doesn't make a huge difference. It's like one day or 2 days, something like that. But if they're happier, they will turn into adults quicker. You cannot buy fully adult animals. You have to buy them as juveniles, young form. Little chickens, chicks rather, or baby goats and whatever, and mature them. They won't produce the product until they are grown up. So chickens won't produce eggs until they are adult chickens. Ducks won't produce duck eggs until they're adult ducks, etc. So you can't harvest them until they are the actual animals themselves. With the coop-based animals, you literally pick their product off the ground. So overnight they will lay eggs, or whatever their product is, they'll deposit on the ground, and you literally go and pick it up off the ground. The ducks produce duck eggs, as I say, as a basic thing. They also then will produce duck feathers when they get to a high enough level of relationship. They'll drop duck feathers on the ground. That's one of our turn-ins at our thing. So ducks are an animal we will have to nursemaid effectively, a lot more closely, so that we can improve the relationship. Chickens produce chicken eggs. Ducks produce duck eggs. What happens with chicken eggs is that they have quality levels, I think they do. So they produce small chicken eggs. You need both small eggs and large eggs for turn-ins at the community centre. The chickens will lay both white and brown eggs. There's absolutely no difference between them in terms of quality or anything like that, but you do have to hand it, or you can hand in them as hand-ins. So you can hand in like a brown small egg and a brown and a white small egg, and they count as separate hand-ins to the community centre. As I say, there are starred levels of all of the produce, so normal, silver, gold, iridium. Eggs you make into mayonnaise with a mayonnaise machine. We'll get a couple of those going because that's an artisan good, and it's you get a lot better value for it from those rather than the raw produce. And the quality of the ingredients, so if it's a gold star egg, does not impact the quality of the produce. What impacts it is whether it's a large egg or not. So a small egg will produce the lower level quality, base quality I think, and the large egg produces the higher quality mayonnaise. I can't remember how graduated the quality of the mayonnaise is. I think it is literally just 2. You know, there's like effectively good quality and normal quality, but they might have tweaked that. I'm not sure. Yeah, so eggs get converted into mayonnaise. Duck eggs get converted into duck mayonnaise. I think duck eggs are higher value, but ducks only produce eggs every other day. Once the chickens are happy, they'll produce eggs every day, whereas ducks, it's every 2 days. There are only one size of duck egg though, but as I say, it's more higher value. What's the other? The other animal you can put in there is a rabbit. A rabbit, I think, produces wool, I seem to remember, but they also produce rabbit's foot, which is a bit weird when you think about it. It isn't literally the rabbit's foot, you know, the animal is still alive afterwards, but a rabbit's foot is like a lucky item. It's also another hand in at the community centre, so we'll have to do rabbits as well. I find rabbits to be about the most useless of the animals, so once we've got a rabbit's foot out of one of them, we'll get rid of them. There is actually a 4th animal that goes in the coop as well, but that's a secret sort of thing that I won't sort of spoil in case we do happen to get them. I'm sure we will over time. It relates slightly to the community centre, but I'll sort of leave that as a surprise. There's also a weird thing that happens with basically, well, did we see it already? No, we saw the fairy, didn't we? The fairy that causes the crops to grow quicker. There is a chance that a witch will visit our coop, and she will, if she does, she will change our chickens into void chickens. Quite what the void is meant to be, I don't know, but they're like this sort of, so void chickens, a sort of a way of thinking about them is that they're like the dark chicken, like the evil chicken. I mean, it's not really, they're not bad chickens, they don't kill other chickens or anything like that. It's just a weird thing. They're basically black, but they produce void eggs, and you can make void mayonnaise from void eggs. It's all a bit weird. I say it's one of the cool things about this game that I really like. It goes to some weird places, you know, and dark places, even though it's sort of presented as a cutesy sort of a style, anime style visuals. How are we doing for time and energy? Not much energy left. I'm hoping that we'll get another gold bar processed. What I might just do is go and sell these to the lads up at the thing. Might as well have those. I wonder if we've got any other. Oh, lava katana's quite good. It's quite a good weapon, that. Yeah. Okay. How are we doing on the targets anyway? So we're not too far off on the bats. Void spirits are down in the gold levels. Obviously slimes are only about, we're not even a third of the way through with that. And dust sprites are about, no, not really halfway. Okay. I'm just going to sort out some stuff here, might as well do this now. Ah, so our gold bar has processed, so we can go and grab that. Get that on the cook, and we might as well cook off. Should we do an iron bar or something, just as a bit of variety? And we'll grab them as well. So I can sell all of these. Lovely job. Oh, I was going to look at the community centre. I don't think any of those fish are churn-ins, are they? Would they be river fish or something? No. Night fish, obviously not. Specialities, no, not going to be near them. Ocean fish, no. Okay. I was just. Oh well. So if we pop those back down again. There. Okay. One of the little tricks you can do, let me show you this, is, you see that's quite close to the shore. If you stand back a bit, then you're getting a full cast, even though it's closer to the shore. And it's actually the cast length that counts for like quality and stuff. Ah! Well, there you go. That's actually... What a bizarre coincidence. That's actually what I was talking about. So, we need to hand that first one in to Gunther, because they're a relatively rare find, dinosaur eggs. But you can hatch them as well in a coop. And produce dinosaurs. And they then produce dinosaur eggs. So what you can, well, I mean, I'll say that. In the coop, there's an incubator, basically. And we can use the incubator to hatch any of the eggs. So when you get an egg, you can obviously sell it or turn it into, mayonnaise or whatever. But you can also stick them in an incubator, and that'll cause that animal to hatch. So if we were to stick this in, I'm actually going to hand it in because we're bound to get another egg, and I'm not too fussed about. So we'll close that. So here's our eggies. Here's our chicks. But yeah, so where's the incubator? So that's the no. It's the next level up, isn't it? That has the incubator. That's right. So it's the like level 2 coop that has the incubator. Or is it level 3? It might even be the level 3. But certainly there's an incubator, and that means you can then grow, effectively grow the animals, if you see what I mean. Alright, so that's a hand in. We'll get all of them in the sales bin. Cool. We will grab this pale ale. So we've got 2 pale ales now, so we might as well. You notice how the wine is taking way longer. The beers are very quick to brew, so we've now got a pale ale there. So we sold one before, didn't we? And it was 500 gold. So we'll have a look and see how much that's worth. I'll leave that keg empty for the time being. Our bok choy should be finished tomorrow as well. So we've got a whole load of stuff we can turn into gunther. We've got that omni geode, an amethyst. Okay, and a pale ale for Pam. So we've got pale ale for Pam. We've got an amethyst for Elliot. We've got a omni geode and a whole bunch of turn-ins anyway for Gunther. Cool. So we'll head to bed. I'll actually get some more bok choy. We might do a couple of rounds of bok choy. So there we go then. A pale ale is only 300. Okay, so the beer is much more valuable. But if you remember, well, you can even see we didn't plant as many, but the hops gave us this a new plant every day. Once it was ripe, gave us a new plant every day, which we can brew all of those, and they brew very quickly. The wheat also grows quite quickly, but it is sort of on average you get less effectively. And it takes similar times to brew, I think. We could have a race actually. So good haul from the plants there. A little bit from the forage. Cool. Okay, so day 5. Let's say, quick look at the calendar. So yeah, it's Elliot's birthday, and then we've got a big period then for nobody else's birthday. Going to be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Lovely jubbly. Spirits are in good humour today. I think you'll have a little extra luck. So I say the old bok choy is ready. We want to keep, as per usual, we want to keep a say hello to the cat. Wrong one. Keep some of the bok choy, sell the rest. Yeah, I think I might get several rounds of plants on the go. Several rounds of bok choy on the go. One of the things we're really going to need is a lot of wood, so I do need to. Oh look, they've eaten the thing. What I'm going to do though is cheat it a little bit so that I can turn in those to the community centre, because I might as well do that as well while we're doing things. So I need to sell them. Are there any other turn-ins we could make at the community centre? Let them out. One of the reasons I think they've eaten the hay though is because the grass is quite a long way away. I've not got any stacked up. But was there anything we could turn in? I don't think there is yet. Actually, let's have a look at it. So you got the duck egg. These are the large eggs. You get them when the chickens are at a high level of friendship, as noted yesterday. So it's yams and pumpkins and eggplants, which is also the quality one. So we know there's nothing going on with the fish. The construction, we need wood. We know there's nothing going on with the fish, and although we've got 10 grand, I don't think we want to spend it on anything. So it's the fodder one that I could just drop that in. I'm going to say that. I'm pretty sure they're winter. That's the rabbit's foot I was mentioning. And we've got a wine on the go. So it might be a bit of a waste of time to take that hay with us right now. So instead I will pop it in now. Once I got the wine, that makes it a bit better trip really. So I will pop that in there. Sell them. What time is it? 7:20. I'm not sure I can get into Elliot's hut until later. We could have a forage round, or go and look to see if the forage is generating blackberries yet. I'd say I don't think it does until something like the 6th. Or something like that. Oh, it's travelling cart day. Travelling whatever. Oh, there's an egg. Ooh, pufferfish. That might be worth buying. Just so we don't have to be too bothered about picking it up. Sweet gemberry. Ah. Oh, that's 9 grand now. It is completely random what they have. It is. There is a chance thing. You know, like maths going on. So there's no blackberries on the go. Woo. Okay, so 9:20 now. So we should be able to find Elliot out and about, or get access to Elliot anyway. Not sure if he's in his hut or not. I haven't checked what his schedule is, so we may have to chase him around. He doesn't tend to go to too many places. Oh, we can't get into Leia's, can we? She buggers off during the day. Yeah. We're not. No, I've not. No, I've not given her a present anyway, so we wouldn't have anything particularly interesting there. Let's check in, see if we got any more cutscenes, any more heart events. Nope. I might actually be super lucky, really, with turn-ins that we could be at a stage where we might be getting the key. Okay. Where would he be? I'm going to check where Elliot is because we don't really want to miss him. So it's a Friday, isn't it? Okay, so according to that, he should be at home. Now, the only place he seems to go otherwise is the store and the library, so we're heading up to the library anyway. I know he stands by the beach and on the bridge as well. So he's not here, so might be in the library, might be in the store. Luckily, we're going to both of those anyway. Should we have a quick butcher's at the library first? I don't see him. Strange dog. Spook. New reward. We can't be far off the point where we get the key. Ah, rare crow. Cool. We'll take that. So where is Elliot? I think we've done that before, soapstone. Yeah, so we can sell that back to him. So one of the things that actually had me confused for a while is you see we've got a blackberry in now. Whether or not you can get into this, and you can, because there's a gate there, but it's hidden. Because I saw items spawning in there. And having not got into there, I can't actually get into there. Is there another gate somewhere else? I don't... No? Okay. Won't let me through. Okay. I think I remember being able to get into there properly. So is Elliot in the store? No. Okay. But we are buying bok choy. In fact, we're going to buy a couple of rounds of bok choy because they only take 4 days to do. How many shall we buy? 4, 8, 12. Yeah, let's buy 3 rounds, shall we? Might as well. So where is Elliot? I think it might be that he is in his hut. Oh, there he is anyway. No, don't you dare go indoors. My legs are stiff from sitting at my writing desk all morning. A birthday gift, that's very kind of you, I love it. Well now test, might as well. Kind of wasted most of the day. Can I now get in there? No. So it's because the hearts aren't high enough that I can't get into his thing without already being friends with him. That's interesting. It must be because it counts as his bedroom. Because as you've seen, we can get into the houses. So let's see if we can get Pam. And as a case in point, we're going to go into Pam's now and give her the pale ale. If she's there. No, she went up to Jojo Mart, didn't she? I think I saw her earlier on. There she is. Oh, we must have been in Jojo Mart because we've probably done Shane's birthday. Every day is the same old routine. Do you ever have that problem, Farmer? Give me that slurp. Ah, that's the stuff. It's real nice and hoppy. Notes of citrus and pine, but with a robust body to keep it grounded. Thanks, kid. This means a lot to me. I knew I could count on you. So we're at 4 hearts with Pam. Pam is thirsty. 350 gold. Cow's delight. Marnie wants to give her cows a special treat. That's the amaranth. That's coming. Mare shorts. Cool. Okay. I might as well go and grab that thing now. There's actually a box here. There's several. They're like secret things, basically, that involve putting. Involve putting things in boxes, and there's several boxes around the game. There was one down in that little walled-off bit, fenced-off bit. There's one there. There's one by the train station. Can't remember where the others are. Maru, another blackberry. We're going to hand in this pufferfish. so that I don't go and do something stupid. Cool. So, it's basically taken all day. There's still no sign of blackberries, even though it had that thing on the TV saying, "Oh, blackberries are everywhere." No, they're not. No forage here. So we'll plant these bok choy. So that's the beer. So that was wheat, wasn't it? Should we do the direct comparison thing? So we'll pop one of those and one of those in, and we'll show one. I think was it 850? No, one was 300. One was 500. Something like that. Seeds are not in either of those. Seeds are in there. Should we pop that rare crow down somewhere? Let's pop it down, I don't know. Over here maybe? That's one. So we want to put those in the sale bin as well. Then we want to put that in the useful. And then we want to, what do we want to do? We want to go up and either do some fishing or some mining. Fishing would probably be better, I think. I wondered about maybe trying and go in some of the unusual fishing, or not unusual, the other fishing spots. Maybe trying for some of the other fish. Shall we do... We did quite a lot of copper yesterday. So, bit of gold in there, I think. Copper in there. Ooh, another geode. Nice. Should I talk about the other animals? So the other animals are the barn-based animals. So in the barn you can have cows that produce milk. You can have goats who produce goat's milk. You can have sheep who produce wool. And you can have pigs who hunt for truffles. Now, as I showed you, to get milk you need the pail. You use the pail to milk goats and cows. To get the wool you need the shears from the sheep. You also get wool from the rabbits. So if you didn't want to buy the shears and you didn't want a sheep or whatever, you could do that. Milk, I think, is every day, every 2 days. Might be every day. Goat's milk, I think, I'm pretty sure it's every 2 days. A bit like the whole eggs and duck eggs situation. The sheep, I honestly can't remember how long it takes for them to produce wool. It might be 2 days, something like that. I also think I have in my head that they're seasonal, that they don't produce the wool during one of the seasons, but that might just be my broken memory. Pigs, however, are a bit more interesting in that they root around for the truffles and spawn them in the world, basically. So they're effectively a forage item that the pigs produce for you, and it's completely random. They will produce them, but some days you might get one pig might produce a truffle, and then across all of your pigs you might get 4 or 5 truffles, depending on obviously how many pigs you get, and then you might get nothing for a couple of days. Yes. So what happens with truffles is you can obviously just sell them as they are, but you can also turn them into truffle oil, which is one of the most valuable items in the game. Actually, I'll put an iron in there, I think. So I got that. Did I rebait the things? Not sure I did. No, I didn't. We really need to go on a run at some point to... It's gotten quite late, actually. So I won't go and do any other fishing. We'll just shut the chickens in. Yeah, so milk you turn into cheese, and goat's milk you turn into goat's cheese. Milk, with the increasing relationship, quality of the relationship, you get large milk rather than small milk. Similarly, you get large goat's milk, I think. I think you do. And similarly again, they produce higher quality milks, higher quality cheeses. How are we doing for stuff? So iron bars is really what we need to be processing. Oh, we got emeralds. Okay, let's head over and close the coop up. So I can sell that emerald. The wool, you use a loom basically to turn it into cotton, which is a useful item, but in terms of value and stuff, it's quite a painful process doing sheep. So we'll probably do that, just to get, we'll do one sheep and get a bit of cotton out of them. And I say, well, the pigs are probably the best animals because you don't actually need to, make them happy or anything in order for them to do truffles for you. They just sort of automatically do it. Yeah, so they're, we'll probably have a couple of pigs maybe. I don't know. It depends. I'm not at all sure how much I want to do with the animals. As I was saying before, I'd rather do something like a brewery or something like that. Okay, so we've got a good chunk from fishing, even though it wasn't a particularly heavy day of fishing. The bok choy, that's not too bad value-wise. Given them, it's only 4 days to harvest it. And then we've got the pale ale and beer compound. Oh, I said that was 500. It's only 200, isn't it? Ah. So the pale ale is by far and away better. Beer is just from wheat. So the pale ale is pretty awesome, really, because it doesn't take long to process, and as we saw, you get a few plants going, and we've still got 100 blooming. Oh shoot! Shouldn't have done that because it's the end of an episode. Let me just stop there. Okay, yeah, as I say, so that was the end of that episode. If you've been watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus, and this has been Stardew Valley. Thanks for watching. Cheers.